Hi guys, good evening here. A beautiful evening and very pleasant weather here in Southern California. So I hope you are all well. So let's talk about meditation today. Meditation is a crucial practice that we need to accomplish, that we need to experience daily meditation. And meditation have a lot of benefits to our well-being, stress level and physical well-being and emotional well-being. But specifically in regard to meditation and spirituality, meditation help you to quiet the mind, the busy mind, which we all have 24/7. So the busy mind is the major obstacle in regarding to raising our vibration to a higher frequency, to those of spirits, to connect to spirit, communicate with spirit. When the mind is busy, when we are all over the place, it's very hard for us to be mindful of signs from spirit, to sense our departed loved one or departed pet or guides or angels. So meditation really help you to quiet the mind. Once you quiet the mind, you're able to quiet the mind, and not only in the course of a meditation session, but you can do it at will at any time. So there's many technique to achieve an effective meditation. Everyone is different. What work for some people don't work for others. But again, the main thing you want to achieve is to be able to sit there, have time with yourself, have time with your spirit team, have time with aligning with your soul, and kind of not thinking. Once you're not thinking, then spirit kind of realize that the mind is quiet and can kind of come in and provide messages, and that's where you experience all kind of beautiful spiritual feeling or sensations. So what you want to do is you want to take the attention away from your thinking, and you can do it by focus on other feeling or sensation, like hearing. So if you sit to meditate, you can use your hearing, whether it is you listen to, prefer if you go outside, let's say nature, you can hear it to birds or animals, or you can, if you're in the city, you can focus your attention on man-made noises. Because once you do that, once you focus that, the mind do not think. You can do both. You cannot focus on hearing and then the mind is active. You try it out. It's very obvious. So you can do that. You can focus on that. So you can focus on listening. You can focus a little more common technique. You can focus on your breathing, super effective way to kind of once again achieve the ultimate goal of taking the focus or the energy away from your thinking into something else. So if you to breathe in and out, you can pay attention to that, to the breathing. Another thing you can pay attention to, which is by itself a spiritual exercise, is to kind of get used to feel the energy field of the soul within the body, that it's kind of feeling of tingly sensation within the body. You can kind of shuffle your hand, and the first thing you can feel is in the hands or in the feet, and then with time and practice it kind of spread throughout the body. So you can focus on that, on the sensation of your soul within the body. So there are ways that you can do that. Once we're able to take it, at the beginning it would be very short, obviously, maybe a minute or two, where you realize that you actually are not thinking. With time, with practice, with with dedication, you'll be able to prolong the time where your mind is actually quiet. Everything in spirituality takes time. There is no any exercise or any spiritual concept that you need to master, and it doesn't take time and patience. It doesn't come natural to us. What comes natural to us is to think. all the time, because this is just the complexity of the human mind or brain. But as you practice, you're able from 30 seconds to 1 minute to 5 minutes to a longer time where the mind is quiet. Once the mind is quiet, a spirit are aware of it, your team, your spirit guide, angels, anyone that want to communicate with you, they are aware that the mind is quiet, and that's when you start hearing messages or words or sensation or sign. Of course, again, you can use it throughout the day. You do not just have to use it, certainly as you get more skilled, you can use it throughout the day. So, meaning not only in a sitting session. So once, and then that you start kind of growing and expanding, because once you're able to quiet the mind, and not just in meditation, you can use that technique of taking the focus away from the mind or the thinking to anything that you need to redirect your energy from, let's say, bad habits, let's say the last word, and let's say reaction, anger. So once you realize that calm, you can kind of go inward within yourself, and whatever works for you best, again, whether breathing, where you just kind of focus inward, perhaps you breathe for a few minutes, feeling the energy of the soul within the body. Another way you can do it is the focus on the third eye, which is sometimes called the seat of the soul. So you kind of can close your eyes and focus on that area. Super effective way or technique to quiet the mind. So you can do that by shifting when you realize that you're ready to react, or any other negative weakness you have, you shift the focus away. So it's have a broaden. So meditation, which essentially this is the word to quiet the mind and go inward, align yourself with your soul. Meditation help you to raise your vibrational energy to a higher frequency, which essentially that is what you need to connect with spirit, to communicate with spirits. So yeah, guys, so there is no meditation if you want to expand your spiritual growth. Certainly if you are interested in communicate with spirits, which we can all do, because spirit communication is done by the soul, and we all have a soul. It's require work, obviously, meditation, and what I refer to as a spiritual lifestyle, and try to kind of be a little bit more grounded and aligned within your mind and body. But nonetheless, we can do that. So meditation certainly give you a little bit more broader. Sorry, guys, I sit outside. There's always flies or something. So yes, so practice make better in any spiritual exercise or knowledge. So you practice it, you be patient. It does take time, it does take effort. If some days your mind is too busy and refuse to come down or quiet, then that is fine, close it up, try again the next day. But meditation is not just a word that everyone throw out there. From my experience, it's crucial and it's basic to any spiritual growth, any ways to rise above the ego or overcome a negative trait that you have, and certainly quiet the mind. So try that, guys. By the way, you can see I didn't do 2 parts today, because now we can do a little bit longer videos in TikTok. So we'll see how that goes. So practice, make better, and stay consistent. Okay? Bye, guys. Thanks.